Welcome to Aloha Stadium for the second game of our quadruple doubleheader, the second annual Paradise All-Star Game. It's sponsored by the JPS. I'm Robert Rabideau, bringing you first half action here. My color person, Ryan Nagano. My color director is Thomas Data Jr. And it should be exciting, Ryan, because we've seen the first game, the team from Northern California, they were victorious over America Samoa, 36-0. Eighth grade action. This is a prelude to what we can see, in the high school levels. And here we go with the kickoff. Fielded at the 11-yard line. Gets up to about the 20 and gets brought down at the 20-yard line. I believe that was number 2, Titus Mokiao Atimalala, a name we've said quite a few times. The brother, I believe, plays in the high school level as we check it out here once again.
That's right, for the Hurricanes of Kapolei. And this is pretty much an individual effort trying to take on the whole kickoff coverage team there, but good job by Hawaii East there, able to wrap him up before he could get additional yardage.
That was Tavita Tongo Tea making the tackle. And the West All-Stars, they will have it, the Hawaii West All-Stars will have it 1st and 10, ball at the 21-yard line. We're just getting underway here at Hawaiian Telfred Field at Aloha Stadium. Second game of a quadruple doubleheader. It's our pleasure, Stadium Stars, it's our pleasure to bring you this action here at Aloha Stadium. And here we go with our first play. 4 wide receiver set, quarterback in the shotgun, passes it off, caught at the 25, brought down at the 27-yard line. The quarterback for the West All-Stars is Duke Ho'ohuli, a 5'9", 145 pounds from Nanakuli Junior Intermediate. He's the passer, and there you see it on the replay there. Number 13, Emmanuel Stevenson.
Yeah, that's a good opening start there by Hawaii West there. Just a simple pass, just a hitch route. Got good blocking by his fellow wide receiver and gets a good gain on first down.
2nd and 4. Ball is passed to number, I believe that is 59. And he gets up to about the 36-yard line. Making the reception is Devin Bula White. Listed as a 6'1", 160-pound player from Eva Beach.
Yep, we check it out here on the replay. Similar play, it's a hitch pass there, got some downfield blocking, and Bula White there, able to get the first down. And it's really testing the Hawaii East team if they can tackle in the open field.
1st and 10, ball at the 36-yard line. Ball is handed off to number 22. That's Malosi Sam. Malosi Sam gets up to the 40-yard line. Gain of 4 for Sam on that play.
Yep, Malosi Sam, good job. Little shake and bake in the open field there, representing the Eva Beach Tigers. Had a pretty big hole on the left side there, and if it wasn't for the stop in the open field there by Malosi Lefau, representing Laie Park Raiders, number 1, I think Sam would have gone for a lot more yardage.
It would be interesting to see if Lefau goes out to try for Kahuku because number 1, that is represented very well. Keikaula Kaniho was number 1, I believe, for Kahuku. 2nd and 6. Ball is handed off once again. And number 22, that is Sam. He gets up to maybe about the 45-yard line.
And we'll check it out here on the replay there. Again, they go right side. Little draw play there. And Sam, very hard to bring down. Always gets the feet moving. And when you make contact with him, Sam is going forward for positive yardage. So that's could be very tough on defense.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Kaimana Kahalepuna with the tackle.
Ho'ohuli once again in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers. He's going back to pass. He looks, he fires. Has an open man. Caught by number 2. That is Mokiao Atimalala. The brother of the Kapolei All-Star gets it to a first down at the 46-yard line.
And for Mokiao Atimalala, he's listed at 6 feet, 155 pounds. So already as an 8th grader, maybe we won't see him in the slot position. Maybe he'll be an outside receiver. He's pretty tall.
Absolutely. And that brings up 1st and 10, ball at the Hawaii East 46-yard line. Again, Ho'ohuli in the shotgun. Waits to snap from center. He looks, he pitches it out to Sam. Sam tries to get to the outside, gets to the 45, gets to the 40, and gets dragged out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. Gain of 9 for Sam on that play.
And it was all made possible because of Emmanuel Stevenson's block over towards the sideline there. You see it in frame right there and enable Sam to get very close to the first down. So good team effort as a unit on offense.
Brings up 2nd and 1, ball at the 37-yard line. 5:19 remains here as we're just getting underway here in the first quarter of our second game of our quadruple header. Again, the ball handed off at the 35 to 30, and the ball is brought down. The runner is brought down at the 26-yard line. That would be number 2. Again, Mokiao Atimalala getting the handoff.
And another stop there by Kahalepuna, number 4 for Hawaii East, also representing the Laie Park Raiders. And a lot of tackles made in the secondary, which usually is not good news if you're a defense.
1st and 10, ball at the Hawaii East 26-yard line. Again, Ho'ohuli brings his line players up to the line. 4 wide receivers. Waits a snap. Ball, play action. Ball is down the field, and oh my, Mokiao Atimalala had it all the way, but slightly overthrown.
Check it out here on the replay. Play action there, and Hawaii East totally bit. All by himself there was Ikaleva Fangai, 5'5" wide receiver. Pass just a little too tall for him.
Look for Ho'ohuli. He's that good, or at least in the early action, he's that good of a player that he could go for the Nanakuli Golden Hawks Division II powerhouse. Ho'ohuli has it, 2nd and 10, ball at the 26-yard line. Mokiao Atimalala gets the handoff, goes in and around, gets up to the 25, gets pushed out of bounds at about the 21-yard line.
Very good rhythm and tempo here by the Hawaii West offense. As you see on the tackle, Isaiah Godine, 6'2", 175-pound outside linebacker, and only an 8th grader. That's maybe a name you want to look out in the future, because almost a late hit there, but you can see that Hawaii is very physical defense.
I believe there's a Godine that plays for Kamehameha, if I'm not mistaken. Again, play action, and there's a missed snap, and let's see who recovers it.
That should be an incomplete in my opinion. I thought that was a shuffle pass forward. Let's check it out here on the replay. Yeah, that should be an incomplete. That is not a fumble in my opinion, but
it could be perhaps it was behind the line of scrimmage, and that's why it was a live ball. The referee for today's game is Brandon Muir Fuentes, a name we have said many times during the high school games here at Aloha Stadium. And you know what? He should have an exciting game. Brings up 4th and 12, ball at the 28-yard line. Again, the West All-Stars are going to roll the dice. We're not going to see that much in the way of field goals during these 8th grade games, but let's see what they can do. Ho'ohuli back to pass. He looks, screen pass, caught by number 22, once again Sam, and he's brought down for a huge loss. Loss of 7 for Sam on that play, and it turns it over on downs to the East All-Stars at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, we'll check it out here on the replay. Great recognition by Hawaii East. They knew it was a screen. And first on the stop there, number 44, it's Mikey Agasiva, or they're on the stop there. So good job in recovering. I think Hawaii West had a very good start of the drive, but Hawaii East was able to tighten things up on defense.
Absolutely. Number 12, RJ Takataese, the quarterback, waits a snap from center. He goes back to pass. He fires it. It's caught. I believe that's number 9. Gets up to the 50, the 45, the 40, and gets pushed out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. Making the reception is number 9, Tomasi Pasi, making the reception.
Oh, just a well-drawn-up play there by Hawaii East. They go with, again, the bubble screen there, or the jailbreak screen, excuse me, on the inside. And look at that speed by Pasi there. Almost had a lot of separation between him and the last defender.
Gain of 34 on that play as it brings up 1st and 10, ball at the 34-yard line. Ball handed off this time to number 33. That is Waimui, and Waimui bulldozes his way up and gets maybe to the 30-yard line. Gain of 4 on that play.
It's a good stop there by Wyden Ho'ohuli on the defense there, number 11. 6'1", 180-pound linebacker. These kids have size for the next level, and they're only in 8th grade. And again, a good stop there by Ho'ohuli.
2nd and 7, ball at the 31-yard line. Waits to snap from center. And I think we have a busted play as the quarterback looked to hand it off, but his runner went the other way, you know, and he gets brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a 4-yard sack.
Big stop there by the big man, number 90, Jordan Tangaloa. And even the play was busted. I think Tangaloa had good inside pressure to disrupt. Check it out here on the replay again. Yeah, it's definitely a broken play. But once you're in the grasp of Tangaloa, you're probably not going to get out of it.
2:18 remains here as it scores 0-0. Hawaii East All-Stars has it at the 34-yard line, 3rd and 10. Power eye set. Quarterback in the shotgun. He goes back to pass. He looks, he fires, and overthrows his intended receiver. The receiver is calling for pass interference, but I think the ball was just too high. The intended receiver was Chance Maginai Santos, number 3.
Check it out here on the replay. Little 3-quarter delivery there by the quarterback here, and I guess the officials call it incidental contact. And they chose not to. And also, yeah, that pass was a little overthrown also.
Brings up 4th down and 10, ball at the 34-yard line. 2 minutes remains here in the first quarter. Hawaii East coaches are just talking things over, and I think we're going to have a timeout as Hawaii East wants to talk things over, and perhaps they want to just survey the situation. Again, second game of a 4-game quadruple header here at Aloha Stadium. As we talked about in the first game, Ryan, you know, this is the game that is like an audition for the high school levels. The East All-Stars, of course, you got Kohuku, you got a lot of other big names. You got Kamehameha and a few other teams. And on the West All-Stars, you got Kapolei, you got Campbell, you got all the Pro City side, even Pro City's represented as well. And these guys, the 8th graders, they play really, really hard. And whatever team that they go on, that's a big, huge addition to whatever team that they play for.
Yeah, and this is just a tremendous opportunity for the kids, but also even for the viewers, us, you know, who get to watch this game, because this is definitely a glimpse into the future. And sometimes when we do junior varsity games, it's kind of the same concept too, and where you see somebody that plays really well and you want to pencil that name down, and sure enough, a year or 2 later, they're on the front page of the sports section.
Absolutely, and brings up 4th and 10 again, ball at the 34-yard line. Wait, snap, it goes back to pass. And referees are going to, I think, call false
Legal
start.
formation, defense, 5-yard penalty. Now remains 4.
RJ Tata Ese, the quarterback for the East All-Stars. Here's Marilyn Minafuentes calling false start. But actually, it was false start, but they were marking it against the West All-Stars.
I think what they called was illegal formation on the defense. So in All-Star games, you have to align a certain way. And also, as we learned in the first game, you only can rush four people maximum.
We have a timeout in action here as Mr. Minafuentes is talking over with his lineman. And
Dead ball. I'm sorry, dead ball, false start, number 9, 5-yard penalty. Now remains 4.
okay, well, there's that false start that sets it back 5 yards. Let's just start all over again. We'll have it 4th and 10. Again, the ball this time at the 34-yard line. Again, Takatayese as Brandon Murfuentes is signaling, well, we got to stop here for a second. Let's talk things over. And I think all explanations are being worked out. RJ is just standing around going, all right, let's play.
Up and a whole lot of players included. I was just going to say earlier that the first quarter was very fast moving, not a lot of penalties, as it was the case in the first contest. And it's a good thing I didn't say that.
No comment there.
Legal formation. On the offense, 5-yard penalty.
Well, now the ball is spotted at the 39-yard line, so it should be 4th and 15. 1:57 remains here in the first quarter. RJ Tagese back to pass. He looks at back screen, and unfortunately, the ball is tipped, and it is incomplete, and the East All-Stars turn it over on downs to the West.
Oh, tremendous play by Lyndon Gold, the 5'8" defensive end, number 20. He already had hands up. He knew that it was a screen, and Hawaii East tried to do a similar play as they did in the first play in their when they had the ball on offense, in which they were able to get big chunk yardage. This time, Hawaii West, recognized with the screen and was able to stop it.
Well, the West All-Stars will have it 1st and 10, ball at the 39-yard line. Duke Ho'ohuli remains the quarterback as he has 4 wide receivers. He waits a snap from center, hands off to Sam. Sam gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets up to about the 41-yard line. Gain of 2 on that play for Sam. Making the stop for the East All-Stars is number 23. That's Paxton Skips, the 5'10" from La'i Park Raiders, making the stop.
Yep, good job there. You also see, Skips coming in from trailing from the other end of the formation, and good pursuit. He was able to wrap him up.
Gain of 2 for Sam on that play. It brings up 2nd and 8, ball at the 41-yard line of the West All-Stars. Looks like the East is showing blitz, but the ball in the round. And there's a mishandle snap, and they're going to call it dead as Mokiao Atimalala, they're going to say maybe incomplete.
We'll check it out here on the replay. Another shovel play. As you see, the ball was thrown forward, and because it wasn't caught, they're going to call that incomplete.
It's different from that first play down, as it was a fumble in that first possession. And basically the bottom line, it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 8, ball at the 41-yard line. Minute 10 remains here in the first quarter. As Duke Ho'ohuli in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers, ball, play action to Sam. Mokiao Atimalala makes the grab, and he's into Hawaii East territory, and he's brought down at the 48-yard line.
That's a tremendous throw by Ho'ohuli there. Knows he's going to get hit. Takes a shot there, and Mokiao Atimalala high points the ball, catches it with his hands, and showing those type of discipline as an 8th grader. You got to think that down the line with some high school coaching, he's going to be a pretty good player.
Number 4, Kaimana Kahelepuna making the stop. Ho'ohuli again in the shotgun, pitches the ball off to Sam. Sam gets to the outside, gets up to the 45-yard line before being brought down. Making the stop again, number 4, that is Kahelepuna making the stop.
Yeah, he's been everywhere here so far. You see Sam again, but look at the discipline by Hawaii East there. Doesn't overrun the play, knows that he has his buddies behind him to make the stop there. So good team defense.
2nd and 7, ball at the 45-yard line. Ho'ohuli again in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. And we're going to have a little movement as I believe the West had a false start. And that should set him back 5 yards, and the ball will be spotted. No, we're going to have a timeout.
That is the end of the first quarter.
West All-Stars are going off the field to talk to their coaches. Ryan, like I said, this has been pretty much an exciting... Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Score is 0-0. We'll be right back for second quarter action. Right? I guess we're going to keep it here as we're talking over coaches on the East All-Stars, talking over with the West All-Stars. We're in basically, Ryan, you know, a lot of this going back and forth between the two sides. You know, you like I said, you got the East versus the West. We had a good game during the, I guess, the playoffs between Kapolei and Kahuku. Kahuku did manage to win that game, and it's a prelude, basically, to the action we will see in the OIA. The West All-Stars has it 2nd and 8. Hooley passes it, and unfortunately falls incomplete. Intended for number 13, Emmanuel Stevenson, the intended receiver.
Now, you can see the Hawaii East defense, they're really adjusting very well there. And maybe in the beginning, they didn't recognize when the hitch was going to happen or the screen game was going to happen. But both teams are trying to go with high percentage passing, but the defenses are figuring it out very quickly. So give credit to both sides.
3rd and 8, ball at the 46-yard line. Again, the West All-Stars has it for 3rd and 8. Hooley again in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, pair off to the near side, pair off to the far side. With Sam, the lone setback. He goes back to pass. Hooley passes it. It's caught by Mokia Atimalala, and Atimala drags his defenders, and he gets a 1st down. He needed 8. He got a lot more than that. 24 on the gain for Mokia Atimalala.
Oh, so far he's been a treat to watch. Again, this is going to be middle screen this time. One hand on you. Check that out. Mokia Atimalala breaks the tackle, breaks 2 tackles, and runs over a few more. Easily, he is the player so far that has shined above the rest. He's a good player.
There you see Duke Hooley again in the shotgun. He has 4 wide receivers. Ball handed off to Sam. Sam gets in. He gets up to the 25, and he's brought down maybe at the 25.5-yard line. Gain of 6 on that play for Sam. Making the stop again for number 4. That's Kahale Puna making the stop for the East All-Stars.
You see Sam has a very quick burst, and I think that's what's going to suit him well as a running back, because sometimes the holes may not open up too long. You just got to recognize where it is and dart right through, north-south.
6:49 remains here in the first half. Score 0-0. The West All-Stars are on the drive. We have Hooley in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Sam, the lone setback. And the ball is caught. Intended for number 13, that's Stevenson, but unfortunately he couldn't bring it in, and that will bring up 3rd down.
We'll check it out here on the replay again. The ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage there, and Talanoa was the closest defender. But again, both sides recognizing when it's going to be a screen or a hitch or a bubble. And the linemen, even though they can't get to the quarterback, what do? They put their hands up, and they're able to tip the ball at the line of scrimmage. So very good coaching, good player instinct so far.
6:32 remains here as, again, Hooley in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Sam gets the hand up, gets around to the 25, gets up to the 20, the 15, the 10. He's dragging his guy down, and he gets down to about the 7-yard line. Gain of 19 on that play.
Alan Talanoa was there on the stop, but this is the best run by Malosi Sam so far there. Great cutback there. Goes upfield, little right foot step, little shoulder fake, and he got some moves in the open field.
East All-Stars, the first charge timeout of the half.
One of those home run style running backs who are capable of big plays.
Well, we've been talking about Malosi Sam, and okay, we're going to take a quick break. Score is 0-0. We'll be right back, everybody. Back to live action as we got Sam on the end around, and he gets up to maybe about the 10-yard line. Loss of 3 on that play.
Got a Titan Rodriguez from his corner position representing Laie Park Raiders. They're on the stop. Good job team defense-wise. You see number 10 there, Mason Tufanga. He flushed the play towards the sideline and was able to bottle up Sam on that play.
Brings up 2nd and goal, ball at the 10-yard line. Again, the West All-Stars are on the doorstep, and this is the best field position either team has had all game. Ho'ohuli pitches it, and I believe that is, and he's in the end zone. Let's see if we can get his number there.
They say that's a Prince Solomon, number 14, was able to tiptoe his way in through the end zone for a touchdown. So this is the shuffle play. We've seen this a couple times go for an incomplete. Connection wasn't right, but the connection a lot better on that play there, as you see Solomon very wary, or very aware of where the pylon was, and was able to sneak in for the touchdown.
Again, that makes the West All-Stars, they've struck first, and the score is now 6-0. And like I said, I don't believe we're going to see any field goals, as they're trying. The West All-Stars are going to try for 2. Ho'ohuli back to pass. He fires it, and it's caught by Mokiao Atimalala, and the conversion is good. Like that, Ryan, the West All-Stars are up 8-0 as we check out here the last play.
Oh, the Mokiao Atimalala is a legit red zone weapon there. Throws the ball into a spot there in which he knew the receiver would be under. It was a nice toss. He got over both levels of the defenders, and it was an easy 2-point conversion.
He would be an awesome weapon for Kapolei once he gets up to that next level. As there, you take a look at the live shot at the stadium as the West All-Stars are coming onto the field. You know, we've seen pretty much what we had come to expect from the 8th graders. They have fun. You know, a lot of this is a prelude to the high school level, and basically the bottom line is that they play their hearts out. You know, like I said in the first game, there are no losers. All these guys that have come out for this All-Star game, I think, are winners today here at Loa Stadium.
Yeah, very true, Rob. And I think it's the experience that they're having here and the camaraderie with other players, because there's a good chance that they may be going against each other in the high school level, which is fine because there's that respect level.
Absolutely.
You know, they all came from this all-star game, you know, as 8th graders, and, you know, you take that with you going into the high school level.
Most definitely, and here we just have a lot of fun here. Squib kick gets down to about the 30, fielded at the 29, gets up to the 35, the 40, and gets brought down at the 43-yard line. That would be number 28 on the kick return. That is Kamakana Rivera making the run back from the Waihua Junior Mules.
Good job by Rivera, takes it on the hop there and was able to go straight north-south, right up the middle, no hesitation, and able to get the yardage.
And that was a fast replay. But you know, great work from our Jumbotron crew once again. 1st and 10, ball at the 43-yard line. The East All-Stars have it, and Brandon Mifuentes blows the whistle and see what he has to say. We're going to get a substitution.
It could be an equipment issue on posse number 9, so he needs to be replaced.
Tages hands the ball off, and I believe that's number 33, Bilami Vaiumi, taking the handoff, and he gets good yardage, and they're going to say he's down at midfield.
He is a big guy at 5'8", 254, and as an 8th grader, great feet. As a running back, he's able to dart his way in. He's the same size as John Paul Kefu from Kahuku.
And like Kefu just basically did a lot of big damage for Kahuku this year. And again, the handoff, they get up to maybe about the 49-yard line of the West All-Stars.
Yep, Vaimui again there, and again, good job there by the line for Hawaii East. It was able to kind of hold the point of attack there And Semesi Falemaka, 5'8", 220-pound defensive lineman, in on the stop also.
And we're going to have encroachment on the West All-Stars as the West
Dead ball.
player got a
Encroachment.
little too excited.
On blue. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Yep, and that gave him the first down too on that play.
You know, pretty much this has been almost a penalty-free first half, because in the first half we had a lot of penalties.
Yeah, first game, yeah.
First game. Bayumi gets the handoff. He bulldozes his way down, and he gets down to about the 34-yard line. He needed 10, and I believe he got the 10. Let's see where they spot the ball, though. They're going to spot him a Manapua short of a first down.
Again, this is an off-tackle play for Vaimui over there. Not a lot of shake and bake. It's going to be straight on ahead and see if he can stop me. And it's been a challenge for our Hawaii West All-Star team to take down Vaimui.
2nd and 1, ball at the 35-yard line of the West All-Stars. Again, Vaimui gets the handoff, and he gets the first down, not before he rolls over to the 32-yard line.
Javin Miller was also nearby on the play there. As you see, it's going to take multiple defenders to take down Vaimui. And it's very important to make contact right around the line of scrimmage, because once he gets a full head of steam and starts running downhill, it's going to be even more difficult to tackle him.
3 straight plays for Vaimui. Let's see if they make it 4. And no, this time the ball handed off, I believe, to number 22. But there will be a flag, and I think we're going to have holding on the East.
Yeah, Jameer Wallace was the ball carrier on that play, number 27. Again, snap was a little off over here, and maybe I've thrown the timing of the play just a little off. You see 57 on the stop there. Kamakavivo Ole, Kamakavivo Ole, 5'10" linebacker representing the Metro Tigers.
I think they're going to pick up the flag, and they're just going to say, let them play. Be 1st and 10, ball at the 33-yard line. There you take a look at the East huddle. That is, again, number 12. That is RJ Tagataese, the quarterback. He's again in the shotgun. I formation set. Play action. Tagataese, he gets brought down for a huge sack at the 44-yard line. Making the stop for the West All-Stars is number...
I think on Kamakavivo Ole, 57 was on the play. Also, number 48, which is not listed on our roster. He was also there on the stop.
Thank you. As we take a look here once again.
Again, this was a little play action over there, but as you see, the Hawaii West team was not fooled. They did not go for the running back. They went straight for the quarterback and able to drop him for a loss.
Ball spotted at the West 42-yard line. They'll have it 3rd and 19. Tagataese is the quarterback. He goes back to pass. He looks, takes off with the ball, gets to the 45, 40, the 35, the 30. He gets pushed out of bounds at about the 28-yard line.
That was a great effort there, there by Hawaii East. Check it out here on the replay. So what they did was they ended up putting Pasi at the quarterback spot, brings the ball down, and then he does what he does best, and that's run in the open field.
They're 3 yards short of the first down. They have it at the 26-yard line. East is going to roll the dice once again, and they are going to go for it. 4th and 3, ball at the 26-yard line. 1:13 remains here in the first half with the West All-Stars up 8-0. And they wait to snap. Goes back to pass. Posse takes off with it, and he gets the first down. Gets up to about the 23-yard line. He needed 3. He got the 3.
There.
We'll check
Okay,
it
give
out
it to
here
Cal
on the
the ball.
replay. Posse remains in the quarterback, going out of the pistol. Goes through his progression and he decides to take off. And this move there, a little dip in towards the inside, enables him to get the first down. That's a great run.
Referee Brandon Fuentes did signal first down, and that will give the East All-Stars, they're knocking on the door as they now have the ball spotted at the 23-yard line. 1 minute remains here in the first half. Eighth grade action here in our second game of our quadruple doubleheader at Hawaiian Tail Credit Union Field at Aloha Stadium. And the East on the drive.
It'd be interesting to see which quarterback that they use on this play.
Absolutely. As we're waiting the play call, I think Posse is going to still remain the quarterback. He has an eye formation. We have Bayumi, the deep back. Ball is handed up to Bayumi. No, Posse keeps it, gets up to the 20-yard line. Gain of 3 on that play for Posse.
There on the stop, you see Savea, number 48. He was the first man. Also, Lamono Lawaki Fa, number 44, in on the play. But good job by Posse. Does the correct play, keeps the ball in himself. He saw that there was a aisle that he could take advantage of and get positive yardage.
Absolutely, as there the time is running down. As we have 5 seconds remain, and the East is going to take a final timeout, perhaps, of the first half. And basically, you know, this has just been two stories of two different
Please add 8 seconds to the clock. Time should be 13 seconds remaining in the half.
The remaining 5 seconds
13.
on the last play. We'll be right back, everybody.
"13 seconds is fine, right there.
I guess we're going to keep it here as the two teams are talking things over. We got the East All-Stars there on the drive. What do you see as perhaps the last play, Ryan?
Well, definitely they have to go towards the end zone here, and let's see if, you know, they got to take a shot. And one thing I noticed, Rob, was on all the 8th grade rosters, there is no kicker. So we probably won't see
There's
any,
a correction on the clock.
I don't know who
It
they're
should
going
be
to
8
use to
seconds.
punt the ball
8.
if they need to, but definitely no place kickers here on this All-Star game.
I wouldn't be surprised if they use Bayumi, you know, because all you got to do is you send the big man in there, and I believe he can rumble and stumble his way forward. And, you know, I think maybe that's a possible move. Maybe.
Timeout, blue. The second charge timeout of
Now
the
the
half.
West All-Stars decide to call timeout as now they want to talk things over. Okay, we're going to take a quick break as they take a second timeout in a row. We'll be right back, everybody.
Okay. The triple doubleheader. He said he told me on triple doubleheader.
It's a quadruple header, not a triple double header.
I never.
Because triple double header doesn't make any sense. That would be 3 games. We have 4.
Thought I heard triple double cheeseburger or something.
And I might had 8 games over here.
Are you guys announcing the game from here? I thought you guys had a little
All right, we are at Posse live action, and he takes the handoff, and he's in. Touchdown, East All-Stars, number 28. That is Kamakana Rivera that takes the play and gets into the end zone. 20-yard touchdown for the East All-Stars as we check it out here once again.
Wow, so they still went out of the pistol. Good play action there as Posse with a good throw to Rivera. And Rivera was somehow able to get behind the defense and able to get a pretty easy-looking
Timeout,
touchdown
red.
there.
The third and final
What a
timeout
play
of the
call.
half.
And the East will want to talk things over as they want to try to get even the score before we go into halftime. My guess is that big number 33, hand the ball off to him, let him score the conversion.
Yeah, that's not going to be a bad idea at all, Rob. He has shown that he cannot be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and they just need 2 to 3 yards to get the conversion.
Now the West All-Stars, what do they do to stop the East?
I think you really need to load up on the run, and which I think that's how they're posturing against on 4th down. But they really got sucked in on the play action, on the fake handoff. Maybe this will be an opportune, time to do it again. But when you got someone like Vaimui, that's pretty close to a sure thing to get a couple yards.
Absolutely, and like I was saying earlier, that this is just a prelude to the high school level. These players right here, don't expect. We expect to see them many times here at Aloha Stadium over the next 4 years.
Yep, yeah, I totally agree. Name, we have these rosters here. It's something that probably want to keep in the back pocket and see where they're at a couple years from now. A lot of talent on the field.
Absolutely, and there we come back to the live action as players are set up. And let's see who the quarterback is, as I believe the handoff, again, play action, posse comes around, and it's good. Like that. That was the other option that I was thinking of. But basically, we have a tie as we take a look here once again.
Yep, and again, look how much defenders got sucked in there on the fake handoff to Vaimui. Vaimui was a decoy on that play, and Posse gets the easy conversion.
Okay, well, everybody, the score is still tied 8-8 as we come into the first half. We should look for exciting second half action. For Ryan Nagano and Thomas Data Jr., our floor director, I'm Robert Rabideau. We'll see you for second half, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome to Hawaiian Tail Frederick Caribbean Field at Aloha Stadium. I'm Robert Rabideau bringing you second half action. My broadcast partner for the second half, brand new to the Stadium Stars booth in the form of Thomas Kuehu. Thomas, we saw an exciting first half between two teams from the 8th grade All-Stars, East and West. The West had Mokiao Atimalala, perhaps the perennial All-Star for the West. And on the East, we had their quarterback, RJ Tagataese, as well as Tamasi Pasi, the stars for the East. Thomas, what do you see for the second half?
The second half, I see for the West, the quarterback is good, but for the East, I think so they will take it.
Absolutely, as the kickoff return was to the 24.
Red, 15-yard penalty, first down.
We have a penalty on the kickoff team, and they're going to say that's a first down for the East.
Face mask,
and here,
on blue,
Thomas, we got
15-yard
the
penalty, first
replay.
Down.
And you saw the return back to the 24-yard line. But because of the penalty, the ball is spotted at the 39-yard line. First and 10 as we're getting underway here in the second half of the second annual Paradise All-Star Classic. We have the 8th grade All-Stars from the East and West. And the quarterback for the second half is RJ Tagataese, who leads his team onto the field. We have Vaimui. We have several other players, as I think a player from the East tried to get onto the field, but we're going to have a quick timeout as the East perhaps wants to make a substitution here. Thomas, you've been pretty much been going to the games and all that. What do you see? Perhaps that the East, what do they need to do to get the momentum?
The East, they have to throw the ball to the wide receivers, and they got to make that touchdown.
Absolutely. As again, Posse, one of the huge weapons, as well as we have other stars. Bayumi, number 33. He's been the catalyst for the Kahuku. For, I guess not the Kahuku, but the East All Stars. Yeah. He reminds me a lot of Kefu, the big fullback from Kahuku, who pretty much destroyed Kapolei in their game. Taketese hands the ball off, and the running back gets caught in the backfield and gets brought down at the 35-yard line. That was number 6 for the East. That is Kale Akagi that gets the run on that play. As we check it out here once again. Akagi tries to get the handoff, but unfortunately, he gets tackled for a 3-yard loss. And again, we're just getting underway. 7:18 remains here in the third quarter. 2nd and 13, ball at the 36-yard line. Basically, I have done games here at the stadium, on and off for the last 13 to 14 years. We've seen players come. We've seen players, go. We've seen the great Tua Tagovailoa. We've seen Keikala Kaniho. We've seen Mr. Botello, also from Kahuku. And there, Posse gets the handoff. He takes around 35. He gets up to the 40. He gets out to about the 46-yard line. He needed 13. He got 10 on that run. Making the stop for the West is number 21. That's Caleb Mercado making the stop. Thomas, let's check it out here once again. See Posse getting around.
Posse getting run and good plays.
Absolutely, and Posse did get 10 yards on that run, and that brings up 3rd down and 3, ball at the 36-yard line. Again, just basically hit and run. A lot of the plays on this drive has been runs mostly, as Posse remains the quarterback in the pistol formation. Ball is handed by Bayumi. Bayumi bulldozes his way over. He gets up to about the 48-yard line. And that will be a first down. Amazing. Making the tackle. Once again, let's check out here the replay.
Making the tackle, number 40.
Posse had a good and huge gain on that play. It's just basically person to him, ball at the 48-yard line. Pretty much this has just been, a running game for the East. A lot of the Kahuku play calling has been a lot of runs, as I believe during that championship game there was no passes in the game. As Wyoming gets the handoff, bulldozes his way down, gets up to the 45-yard line, gain of 3 on that play for Wyoming. The big man listed here we have him listed at 5'8", 245. As you take a look at here, Wyoming just gets around, and amazing. You perhaps maybe see him for Kahuku, Thomas?
No.
Or whatever high school that he goes to, he would be a big, huge impact.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And the ball is now at the 44-yard line. Gain of 4 for Wyoming on that play. Brings up 2nd and 6. Posse does remain the quarterback. Wyoming the deep back as he waits to snap from center. And we're going to have movement on the East All-Stars.
False start, number 90. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
And they're going to call it on Posse with the false start. And that does set him back 5 yards. The ball will be spotted at the 49-yard line. 2nd and 11. 5:14 remains here in the third quarter. As we're just getting underway here at the second half. As the East now currently, making the drive. They are in West territory. Posse gets a snap. And he bobbles the snap. He tries to pick the handout to Wyoming, but unfortunately overthrows his intended receiver. That was number 24 on that play. That's Jack Tito, the 5'8", 180-pound fullback from Laie Park Raiders, the intended receiver. we love the play call.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Tito couldn't bring it in, and that will bring up third down. Posse, if he does go to Kahuku next year, it would be a proper formation, because Kahuku has that wishbone pistol offense. But RJ Tayese is back in. He is the quarterback. The man in motion again is number 28. That's Rivera. And Rivera gets the handoff. He gets around, but unfortunately, he gets stopped. But there will be a flag on the play.
Holding, number 88.
As we check it out here once again.
Holding, number 88 has been declined. Fourth down.
Unfortunately, we couldn't see the hold, but the hold does set the East All-Stars back 10 yards. But I think they're going to decline it and thus bringing up fourth down. I think the refs kind of set it back because the ball is now spotted at the 50-yard line. Brings up 4th and 12. And it looks like Bayumi was going to do the perhaps the punting duties as the West All-Stars is back to receive. We have, if I remember, Latu was the kicker for Kahuku, perhaps in the formation. And there, Bayumi hits a nice big punt. It's fielded at the 13-yard line as Mokiao Atimalala, he comes around. He gets to the 20, the 25. He breaks to the inside and is brought down at the 34-yard line. Oh my goodness, as 36-yard punt for Bayumi, and we have a return, I believe, of 14 on that play, and that will give the West All-Stars 1st and 10, ball at the 34-yard line. As we take a look once again, Mokiao Atimalala just tries to get around, and he gets around, and unfortunately, he couldn't go further than that as the ball is at the 34.
Number 27.
1st and 10, ball at the 34-yard line. Again, the ball this time handed off to number 41 for the West All-Stars. That is Ali Gaspar, and Gaspar gets brought down USC style at the 35-yard line. Gain of 1 for Gaspar in the play. As we take a look here once again, quick handoff.
Quick handoff to number 41.
Gaspar takes it. Unfortunately, he's brought down this time by number 42, Elise Fotu, making the stop on that play. And again, we have, I think we have a new quarterback as Kulani Pate is now the quarterback for the West All-Stars. He goes back to pass. Pate fires it down the field and just overthrows his intended receiver. That would be number 13, Emmanuel Stevenson, the intended receiver. Pate is a 5'9", 150 pounds from the Metro Tigers, that organization. And he's showing some action here in this All-Star game. And we're just taking a look at it. 3rd and 9, ball at the 35-yard line. Again, Pate leading his team up to the line. He has 4 wide receivers. We have pair up to the far side, pair off to the near side. Ball is caught by number 59, but he falls down. That is White, Devin Bula White, and he falls down maybe after a 1-yard loss in that play. Thomas, let's see that last play here once again. As White literally just falls down. Unfortunately, he couldn't keep his balance.
Yeah, couldn't keep his balance. He got to keep his balance on his when he catch the ball.
Absolutely, and this is what it's all about, Thomas, is the, I guess you could say the auditions for the high school level as it brings up 4th and 10. The West All-Stars is set up for the punt formation. Number 57 for the West checks in late. That it's Kamaka Bibiole, and West, bobbled snap. And there's a couple flags on the field. And I don't think they ever got this play off as Wyndon Ho'ohuli unfortunately couldn't take it. But if this is on the West All-Stars.
Legal formation on the defense. We had a 5-man blitz. 5-yard penalty. Repeat it down.
Referee Brandon Midfuentes calls it on the defense, and That's like a big break for the West as Ho'ohuli, as you take a look here, he just bobbles the snap, never gets it going. And he's fortunate enough that the East gave him a 5-yard give. Still 4th down, Thomas, but that will at least give him another opportunity to kick the ball off. And we're going to have a little quick timeout as the West All-Stars come over to the side of the field here. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with the score 8-8. We'll be right back, everybody.
Good job, guys. What do you think? Good? So how about a little camaraderie?
Timeout. Blue.
All right, welcome back here to Hawaiian Tail Frederick Union Field at Loa Stadium. I guess we are still in break. All right, welcome back again as we're back to live action. I think the East All-Stars called another quick timeout. That's why we went to an immediate second break as it brings up 4th and 5. And I think the West is going to go for it as they're lined up in the shotgun. And the ball is handed out to Mokiao Atimalala. And he gets around, breaks one tackle, gets around, he gets going. And unfortunately, he gets finally brought down by number 42 for the East All-Stars. That is Fotu making the stop, and that will turn the ball over to the East All-Stars on downs. As we take a look once again, Thomas, it just looked like Mokiao Atimalalo, who, like I said, has been one of the feature backs for the West. He breaks one tackle, gets around, but unfortunately he gets brought down for the tackle, turning the ball back over to the East All-Stars. And the East comes back onto the field. They'll have it 1st and 10 in West Territory. RJ Tagatayese, the quarterback, he leads his team onto the field. We have Vayumi, the fullback, as they'll have it 1st and 10. Ball at the 40-yard line. 2:21 remains here in the 3rd quarter as Tagatayese goes back to pass. Screen, and it was intended for Posse, but big number 20 for the West. That is Gold. He blocks it, and the ball falls incomplete. And that will bring up 2nd down. As we check it out here once again, Thomas. Just never gets it going as Gold literally played basketball and just blocked it down after knowing that it was going to be a short screen pass intended for Posse on that play. As there, this time Posse is the quarterback as RJ goes off to the field in the pistol formation. The wait to start from center. Ball is handed off, gets up to the 35, gets brought down at the 33-yard line. Number 27 for the East, that is Jameer Wallace getting the handoff in that carry. Wallace gets behind his blocking and just literally takes it, and he gets huge yardage and comes up just short of the 1st down by 3 yards. Minute 43 remains here as basically the East is pretty much with their best drive in the 2nd half here. Posse again, the quarterback. He waits a snap. Ball is handed off again to number 27. That is Wallace, and Wallace gets met immediately by a sea of blue jerseys, and that will bring him down for maybe about a 2-yard loss. That will bring up 4th down. Bring up 4th and 5 as we check it out here once again. Wallace, I guess he never ever tries to get it going as the sea of blue. They had about 5 West All-Stars just saying aloha, basically. 52 ticks remains here in the third quarter as I believe the East is going to go for it as they are lined up. Posse does remain the quarterback. And basically he calls out the plays to his team. And we're going to may have a timeout here as the East wants to perhaps talk things
Timeout.
over.
Red.
And,
Second charge timeout of the
you know,
half.
like I was saying, that this has basically been a little bit of this, a little bit of that. East has the momentum and the drive going, but unfortunately the West has been pretty much stopping them at every chance. If you were the East right now, well, how would you do it, Thomas?
I would throw the ball to the wide receivers.
Anybody in particular?
No.
Just basically get it out there is what you're
Yeah.
saying then. Oh, that's pretty fair. Number 50, they have pretty much two players that have been the keys for the East, and that is Posse, one, as well as I believe we have Tagatayese also for the East, have been pretty much the offense for the East All-Stars. They'll bring up 4th and 5, ball at the West 35-yard line. 38 ticks remains as we wait. Brandon Mirfuente says, let's play, everybody. Again in the pistol formation. Posse waits to snap from center. Low snap. He takes off with the ball. Gets out to the 40. Has a wide open man, but unfortunately, he throws it incomplete. Number 28, I believe, was the intended receiver. That's Rivera was the intended receiver, and the East turns the ball over on downs to the West. As we take a look here once again. Posse has a good idea. He rolls out, has an open man, but unfortunately the ball just a little bit too high, and again turns the ball back over to the West. The West will have it 1st and 10. Believe Pate is still the quarterback as he comes into the formation, 4 wide receivers. No, this time the ball is handed off to Sam. Sam gets missed immediately and is brought down after a 1-yard loss. Ho'ohuli again assumes the quarterback duties. Making the stop for the East is number 43. That's Alan Talanoa making the stop as we take a look at it again. Sam just basically tries to get in there, but he gets met immediately. Also stopping on the play is number 55, Tabita Tongotea making the stop. As we come back to live action, quick screen off to Mokiao Atimalala, but the East All-Stars have read the playbook and just stops him after a huge loss of about 6 on that play. And that will bring the end to the third quarter as we take a look at this last play once again. Ho'ohuli tries to get out there, but Mokiao Atimalala tries to get out there, but he gets shanghaied, Kotush by 2 players from the East All-Stars. And that will bring up 3rd down. And that will bring in the third quarter. We'll be back for 4th quarter action. We'll be right back, everybody. I guess we're going to keep it here as we still, we are at break. All right, welcome back, everybody, and live action. Ho'ohuli fires it down the field. He has Mokiao Atimalala, but unfortunately, he couldn't catch up with it, and that will bring up 4th down. Wow, as number 47 for the East, Titan Rodriguez was providing coverage on that play as we take a look here once again. Ho'ohuli, he goes back, he tries to fire it down the field. Mokiao Atimalala catches up with it, but unfortunately, he couldn't bring it in. And that ball falls incomplete, bringing up 4th down. The West lined up for punting formation as number 11 The other Ho'ohuli, Wyndon Ho'ohuli, 6'1", 180 pounds from the Eva Beach Sabres, assuming punting duties here as he waits up. High snap. Low kick. Takes a good west bounce, and it goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 37-yard punt, no return for the West All-Stars. As Ho'ohuli, both brothers are playing in this game. As they'll be a good addition to Campbell High School next year once they get to the high school level. And that will bring up the East once again, assuming possession of the ball. They'll come out 1st and 10. Pretty much, you know, this has been a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Defensive battle wholeheartedly, and unlike the playoffs that we had here for the high school level, if this game does end in a tie, it will end in a tie, basically. 1st and 10, ball at the 35-yard line. RJ Taga Taese, the quarterback. He waits a snap from center. Ball is handed off once again, but we have another flag on the field as number 36 gets tackled at the 36-yard line. Number 27, Jameer Wallace had the handoff on that play. As we take a look here once again.
Legal formation
Wallace
on defense.
Tries to get
Illegal
something
blitzing,
out
5
of
yard
it,
penalty.
but unfortunately, it falls in. He gets stopped after the 1-yard gain. But we're going to have a penalty on the defense, as I believe there's an offsides call on the West. Brings up 1st and 5, ball at the 40-yard line. Late substitutions as they come out onto the field. 7:31 remains here in the game with the score 8-8. As there you see the big man coming onto the field checking in. That is number 33, Wyoming, checking in. And we are going to look for perhaps maybe Wyoming getting some carries here in the 4th quarter. We have Posse, the quarterback, as he leads his team
Timeout.
up to the line.
Blue, second charge, timeout of the half.
The West is going to call timeout as they want to talk things over. As they saw big 33 come on, I guess they wanted to try to find a way to stop him because running-wise, they haven't been able to do that just as of yet, Thomas.
Yeah, they not can stop him.
What do you see the East doing? Give it to Wyoming, have Posse run it. What do you think? What is, if you are the coach right now, besides going to the wide receivers, what do you see perhaps the East can do?
Give him to the running back,
Wyoming.
Then Wyoming can run them all the way to the 50-yard line.
Perhaps, maybe we'll see that. Wyoming is pretty much the huge part of the offense, as well as Posse. Let's see what they can do with 1st and 5 as we come out of the timeout, as referee Brendan Fuentes is just talking things over. You know, I was talking over with the officials here up in the press box, and you know, I say we have a lot of
There's
fun with the
correction on the last
referees.
play. It was not an illegal blitz since it was a run play. Ball be reset, 1st down.
As being that this is an 8th grade All-Star game,
Timeout will not be charged.
the timeout that was taken by the West was not charged to them, as basically they were just talking things over, and looks like they have a 5-yard penalty against the East, and thus setting him back at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10, ball at the 36-yard line. 7:04 remains here in the game as Posse waits a snap from center. Wyoming, the deep back. Again, the ball hand out to Wyoming. Wyoming takes it off and gets up to the 38-yard line. Gain of 2 on that play for Wyoming. As we check it out here once again, I guess everyone that is here knows that Wyoming is going to probably get the handoff, and he took it on that last play, but the West All-Stars were able to stop him after a 2-yard gain. Time is still ticking as we are down to 6:26 remaining here. As there you take a good look at the East All-Stars. That is Posse, Tomasi Posse, leading his team up to the line. And he wants to talk things over Back in the huddle. Posse goes over to the sideline, gets the call from his coach, comes back onto the field. Basically, he wants the right call. Let's see what the East All-Stars can do. Time is still running as the play clock just manages, it hasn't run at all. They're just letting them play. And Posse keeps it, goes out to his left, he gets to the outside, does a shovel pass to number 24, and he gets up to maybe about the 44-yard line. Jack Tito, the 5'8" fullback from Lady Park Raiders, taking the reception. As we check out here once again, Posse rolls out to his left. He takes it around. Tito gets the reception from the shovel pass, and unfortunately, he gets stopped after 2 yards short of the first down. And they will have it 3rd and 2, ball at the 43-yard line. Referee set the ball. Posse remains the quarterback. Wyoming the deep back. Let's see what they can do here. Again, the ball hand out to Wyoming. Wyoming breaks over at 35. He bulldozes around 50, 45, the 40. Gets tackled at the 38-yard line. Thomas, you called it. You said Wyoming, we needed to bulldoze his way down. If it wasn't for number 29 for the West, that is Joshua Maikui. I think Wyoming could have went all the way, as we check it out here once again.
Yeah, Wyoming should go all the way to the touchdown.
Wyoming had a huge gain on that, as I believe he had 24 on that run. Ball set up at the 38-yard line. 4:37 remains here in the game. Score tied 8-8 as Posse leads his team up to the line. We have Wallace checking in as the deep back. Posse in the shotgun formation. Ball is handed off to Posse, keeps it, gets around to the 40, the 35. He has a good block there. 25, the 20. He get down to the 10-yard line. I apologize. That was just too much excitement.
Yeah.
As Posse gets to the end around, he gets a huge block assistance and gets stopped down to the 10-yard line. East is now knocking on the doorstep as they have it 1st and goal. Ball at the 10-yard line. As RJ Takataese checks back in as the quarterback, and he leads his team up to the line of scrimmage. He waits to stop from center. We have the pistol formation. Ball handed off to Wallace. Wallace gets into the middle, gets up to about the 2-yard line before being brought down. Gain of 8 for Wallace on that play. And RJ comes over to the sidelines, gets a call from his coach, and comes back onto the field. As we check out here once again, a simple handoff to Wallace. Wallace gets in there, and he stumbles away forward, and they're going to mark it at the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal, ball at the 3-yard line. Takataisi again in the pistol formation. Ball handed off to Wallace once again. And they're going to say he's a spam Musabi short of the end zone. And that will bring up 3rd down. Wallace is, one thing I've learned is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Again, the ball handed off to Wallace. Wallace gets behind his blocking line. And Thomas, if he had that little oomph, he would have got in there for the score.
Yeah.
3:03 remains here in the game. East on the doorstep. They got big number 33, Wyoming.
Wyoming.
They look for it, and East wants to talk things over as
Timeout. Red.
East calls a timeout. I believe that is their final timeout here of the game. Basically what I look forward to, perhaps maybe a draw, maybe to Wyoming maybe, or bring Posse back in, or a quick pass to Posse maybe.
That is Red's 3rd and final timeout.
Score.
You got to give it to Wyoming.
Wyoming, yes. Yeah. All right.
Then he can make the score in the touchdown.
Absolutely. And, Mr. Wyoming has been pretty much the, the trend here for the East All-Stars, as they have it literally on the doorstep. of the West. Bayumi, like you were saying, that you don't think he may go to Kahuku, but Kahuku would be foolish not to take him, because he pretty much fits the Kahuku profile, basically. And don't be surprised if he is part of that vaunted Kahuku team, who unfortunately they came up short in the state championship game this year.
Yeah.
But look for them to come back next year. Again, we're in the second game of a quadruple header here at Aloha Stadium. We have it 3rd and goal, ball at the 2-yard line. Posse keeps it, and he gets into the end zone, and they score. Touchdown. Touchdown East All-Stars, and the score is now 14-8, barring the conversion. Simple draw as Posse gets it from the wishbone offense. He goes behind his big offensive line, and Thomas, like that, he scores.
Yep. I like that.
Absolutely. As there you take a look at the East sideline, they're just, they're elated. A lot of these players, they come, they play, they show why they belong at the next level, and we pretty much have seen it in this game here. Posse takes it over, and now has an open man, and it's caught for the 2-point conversion. But they're saying no, he is out of the end zone. Initial call was good, but then he quickly corrected himself, and the conversion, unfortunately, is no good. Score remains 14-8. It's interesting because it looked like from up here he got his foot in the end zone, but I guess they said no good. As we take a look here once again. There you take a look at Posse rolling out to his left. He looks, he fires, has an open man, and he was in. But the referees say no good. But unfortunately, we don't have instant replay, and thus the conversion is no good. As there you take a look at the scoreboard with the score, 14-8. The Hawaii East All-Stars over the West, 14-8 with 2:48 remaining here in the game. And the West, they pretty much have been, they've been pretty much all right, especially on the offensive side. But unfortunately, the defense for the East has managed to stop the West, at least so far here in the second half. Let's see what they can do with 2:48 remaining here. And, I do see the West perhaps maybe getting one last gasp, because they have the weapons. You got Mokia Atibanlala, you got Ho'ohuli, the quarterback. Pretty much they have the weapons needed, but let's see what they can do here as the East All-Stars are slated to kick the ball off to the West. East waiting for the signal from the referees. They look to kick the ball off. I believe Wallace is set to do the kicking duties for the East as he's looking around, waiting for the referees to set the ball. The West comes back on the field. Posse, he's standing on the 45-yard line. Maybe Posse is going to take the kicking duties here, as there you see a couple of things being thrown onto the field. That was just, I believe they were throwing the tees out into the field, and they want to get a good kickoff perhaps with the final 2:48 remaining here. Tomasi Posse puts the ball down. He's looking to kick off to the West. 14-8 the score with 2:48 remaining here. Let's see what the West can do to answer the call. And Posse, squib kick, ball bounces at the 20, picks the ball off to the 30, the 35, gets up to the 40, gets to the 45, the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, and he could go all the way, as that is Apirano Sulu, and he takes it all the way back for the score. 80-yard kickoff return for the tie score, which makes it 14-14 as we take a look here once again. That just basically, Sulu basically does a Star Trek thing. He takes it, he beams himself across the field, He gets it into warp drive, and he just basically walks to the end zone for the score. Oh my goodness, Thomas. And like that, 14-14, and of course, we're going to see the 2-point conversion as the team comes back onto the field. The offense comes back onto the field, and we're looking for perhaps a 2-point conversion, perhaps. As Pate is under center, he will be the quarterback in the wishbone format. As we have a late check-in, and Pate goes back, fires it, and incomplete. Well, I believe that was Ho'ohuli, passes it to Lokiao Atimalala, and the score remains tied at 14-14. Thomas, the score of 14-14, there's a lot of time for the East to come back and maybe have a go-ahead score and so forth. As to Mr. Ho'ohuli, he had it, but unfortunately he couldn't connect with his favorite receiver, and thus keeping the score tied at 14-14. You know, come to think of it, I don't know if we're going to have overtime, because what we were saying earlier, the winners of this game and the winner of the first game, they're going to play in the game on Saturday, at the 2 o'clock game on Saturday. It'll be interesting to see what they do. I believe that there is going to be overtime, perhaps, if the East doesn't score, because we have to have a winner, according to my estimate. At least that's what it said on our program guide, that the winner of this game and the winner of the first game, they will play in the 2 o'clock game on Saturday, which we will have for you here at Aloha Stadium on Saturday. It's actually, you know, pretty much this is what we've come to expect, you know, from, you know, Hawaii fans. As the fans, if you look down, we can't see it from here, but if you look down, a lot of the Hawaii fans are here to support the 8th graders here at Aloha Stadium. And pretty much, you know, this is what it's all about. The fans, we have the players here. Basically, we have it all. This is why that I've been here for many, many years, and we'll see what can do. High kick, fielded at the 12-yard line, comes up to the 20, the 25, they're going to say the 24-yard line before being stopped by number 44 making the tackle. That is Laumono Lauaki Fa making the tackle. As there, you take a look at the return. I believe that is Wallace. Wallace tries to get up to the line behind his wall, but is brought down at the 25-yard line. 2:27 remains here in the fourth quarter in the game, and the East will come back onto the field. They need to go 75 yards, Thomas, to perhaps have a go-ahead score. But, you know, like I said, it's a wait-and-see type of deal.
Yeah.
We'll have a little bit more word if this game does indeed go to overtime, because, like I said, we have to have a winner for this game to have play in the winner at the 2 o'clock game on Saturday. A lot of these players, they took off, you know, school early so they can be here for the game here at 2 o'clock. And, you know, it's been pretty much of an exciting game so far, as Posse remains the quarterback. He keeps the ball, gets up to the 25. He gets to the 30. He gets brought down at the 33-yard line. Making the stop for the West is number 29. That is Joshua Makui making the stop. Posse once again has it in the shotgun. There we got Bayumi gets the handoff. Bayumi gets met by, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue jerseys, as Bayumi just doesn't get anywhere, and he loses perhaps maybe 1 yard on the play. Minute 46 remains here as the clock is ticking. Again, We have third and I believe 1 as Wyoming takes it again. He gets up to about the 38-yard line. Gain of 4 in that play for Wyoming. Minute 27 remains here as they stop the clock for the first down. And referee Brandon Mafrunte signals, let's run the clock. As we take a look at once again, at just Wyoming, they're just not stopping him as he bulldozes his way in for the first down. Again, Posse fires it off, and they're saying that it falls incomplete. As we take a look here once again, Posse looks, he fires it. Unfortunately, the ball falls to the Loa Stadium turf. That's number 26. That is Rylan Ma'ai, the intended receiver on that last play. Brings up 2nd and 10. Minute 10 remains here. The East All-Stars need to go 63 yards for the go-ahead score. Posse does remain the quarterback. He looks, gets the hand up. He looks, fires it down the field, and almost intercepted by number 24 for the West. That's Judah Powell. Was the only one that could have handled the ball, but unfortunately the ball falls incomplete, and that should bring up 3rd down. As Powell gets a hand on it, but unfortunately the ball falls incomplete. Minute 5 remains here as Posse continues to try to get the East All-Stars on the board before the end of regulation. Empty backfield. Posse takes off with the ball, gets up to the 40, gets up to the 45, gets brought down at the 46-yard line. Gain of 9 on that play as we now under 1 minute. We have 55 seconds remains on the clock. And again, East doesn't have any timeouts as Posse races up there, gets up there, and unfortunately he's brought down just 2 yards short of the first down. 41 seconds remains, and it looks like, I guess we might go to overtime, but the West decides, you know what? We're going to take a timeout. We want to score before. We don't want this game to go to overtime.
Second charge timeout of the half.
And that will be their final timeout of the first half, as the West is now basically talking things over. They want to stop Posse maybe on the East All-Stars. And basically, I've been doing enough games here to know that the last man standing, that's the one that's going to win the game, basically, Thomas. And here we can hear the DJs down at the end zone. They're just blasting, they're having a good time. And they're going to be here for all 4 games, providing the entertainment here at Aloha Stadium. As the players come back onto the field, the West All-Stars are looking to perhaps get the possession back before the end of regulation. We looking to see who's the quarterback. I believe Posse is still going to be the quarterback as he comes back onto the field. We have several late substitutions as there, take a look at number 28 for the East. That is Rivera coming up to the near side of the field. Posse, no, looks like they're going to kick it. Wyoming has a high kick, takes a east bounce, and gets dead at about the 18-yard line. 37-yard punt for Wyoming, no return. 25 seconds left on the clock, and let's see what the West can do before we go to perhaps maybe overtime as the West All-Stars come onto the field. They will have it 1st and 10, ball at the 17-yard line. They got to go 83 yards for the go-ahead score. And let's see what they can do, Thomas. Any predictions on where they may go? Mukia Atimalala, maybe?
Yeah.
He's been pretty much the star for the West, basically. Yeah. Let's see what he can do because the brother plays for Kapolei. And let's see what he can. Let's see what he has, what magic he has left. As Ho'ohuli goes back to pass, he looks, takes off with the ball, but gets brought down at about the 20-yard line. Time is running down as West has 1 timeout left, and they are going to take it as we take a look at it here once again.
Timeout. Lou, the 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Trying to make something out of it, but unfortunately doesn't have an open man. He does the right thing, keeps it, and the West maintains possession of the ball. And perhaps now with no timeouts left, time is now of the enemy of the West as they're trying to get on to the scoreboard before the end of regulation. It's be interesting to see, how they go about ending this game, Thomas. Well, as we take a look at the West, they're talking things over. Like I said, maybe a deep ball. I think the coaches are basically telling Mokiao Atimalala, just run down the field and let Ho'ohuli just air it out there and perhaps get into the end zone for the go-ahead score. 16 ticks remains here. 2nd and 8, ball at the 19-yard line. Pot, Ho'ohuli. Mokiao Atimalala. Oh my goodness, as number 59 gets it, but he gets stopped. That's Mokiao Atimalala. Gets a huge pass out there to Bula White, but he gets stopped at about the 48-yard line. Time is ticking down as we now have 10 seconds left. They stop the clock for the first down, and they should have a quick spike of the ball and perhaps one more deep ball. I didn't expect that at all, as basically it was a halfback.
We have a catch on the play. First down for Blue. Clockkeeper, please add 4 seconds, 14 seconds.
Referee Brandon Mufuente said, let's add 4 more seconds on the clock. We'll have 14 seconds on the clock as time is running down. And I believe Ho'ohuli in the shotgun. He goes back to pass. He looks. He races for his life. And he has an open man, Mokiao Atimalala, but unfortunately the ball is just a little high. And unfortunately it falls incomplete. And that will bring up 2nd down. 3 seconds remains here. I see no choice but to perhaps maybe have an Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary perhaps. Maybe that will get the West All-Stars onto the board before the end of this regulation. Thomas, any predictions? Hail Mary, perhaps?
Yeah, Hail Mary.
To Mokiao Atimalala?
Yeah.
Well, pretty much, that's pretty much been their offense, basically. Yeah. There you take a look at Duke Ho'ohuli in the shotgun. He has 4 wide receivers. And again, halfback option. Mokiao Atimalala, he gets around. He has to keep the ball. He has a huge block as Ho'ohuli springs him, gets down to about the 30, gets pushed out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. But that will be the end of regulation as the score remains tied at 14-14. As we take a look at it once again, they're trying that same play, the halfback option to Mokiao Atimalala, but unfortunately he sees no one open. He gets a huge block and assistance from Ho'ohuli right there, and unfortunately he gets stopped, just short of the end zone by a lot. But this is what it's all about. And I'm just looking onto the field here, and I'm going to see what they're going to decide to do, as it looks like they are going to have overtime, as the captains for both the East and the West are coming up, and they're going to have one final go at it, as the referees are going to talk it over. Brandon Mufuentes is going to do the snap of overtime. We're going to have extended coverage here of this second game, as both the East and the West are knotted up here at 14 apiece at the end of regulation. The coaches are out there as well, and I believe the East did win the toss as they're talking it over.
Of the play will determine what the second team will have to exceed in order to win the game. So it's much like the college overtime rule.
The All-Stars from Northern California, the 8th graders in the 2 o'clock game here at Aloha Stadium. And whoever comes out on the short end will play America Samoa in that first game.
Blue has won the coin toss and decided to go on offense first. The rule is overtime. 10-yard, on the 10-yard line, first down and 10. No turnovers, one carryover charge timeout.
They're gonna have the West set up at the 30-yard line of the East All-Stars as different rules here for the overtime game. As I believe they're gonna set it at the 10-yard line, as it'll be first and goal at the 10-yard line. They're gonna have them go at it, the West All-Stars. Let's see what they have, the college rules. If they score the touchdown, will the East be allowed to answer, and so forth. This is a different ball game, so to speak, Thomas, that we normally are used to here, because basically this is a little bit of this, a little bit of that, as I said earlier. And bottom line is we're going to have ourselves an overtime game here in the 8th grade All-Star game between the East and West All-Stars. Our friends at OC16 are pretty much set up to go for the next game, which will be feature the high schoolers from the America Samoa as well as the Northern California All-Stars. As Mokiao Atimala gets the handoff and he gets around, but gets brought down. Just about a 1-yard loss on that play. As we take a look here once again, hand the ball off to Mokiao Atimala. He tries to get around, but unfortunately, the East brings him down for the 1-yard loss. And that will bring up second and goal, ball at the 11-yard line.
The Ram.
And there you take a look at number 15, checking back into the field. That it's Duke Ho'ohuli coming back on, and he's going to assume the quarterback duties as he leads his team up to the line. We have Sam, the lone setback. And Mokiao Atimala, man in motion. And it's caught. Mokiao Atimala gets into the end zone, and that's a touchdown, but they hold it because we have a flag onto the field. Let's see what the referee's call is. Or maybe not. I thought I saw a flag as we take a look here once again. Ho'ohuli goes back. Atimala goes into a post pattern down the field. He makes a circus one-handed grab, Thomas. And like that, the West All-Stars strike first in the overtime. And they're going to go for two, as I believe they're going to let the East perhaps try to tie things up here, as Ho'ohuli goes back to pass. He looks, he fires, and in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, and thus the conversion is incomplete. Ho'ohuli looks off to his right, fires it down the field, and unfortunately Sam couldn't bring it in, and the ball falls incomplete, and the score remains 20-14, as the East will now come onto the field and try to tie the score in the first overtime game here for the All-Star game. Who would think we would have overtime? You know, you've seen enough games to know that it's rare to have overtime, especially in the high school level. Thus seeing it here at the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Posse fakes the handoff, play action, open man, and touchdown. And like that, touchdown, East All-Stars, number 28, that is Rivera. Rivera wide open and takes the pass from Posse, 10-yard touchdown, and you can't get more wide open than that, as Rivera gets him in for the end, for the tie score. Now let's see what the East can do. If they convert on this two-point conversion, game over. The East will meet Northern Cal at the 2 o'clock game on Saturday, while the West will play America Samoa in that first game. Like I was saying earlier, Thomas, there are no losers to this game, because everyone that comes out here,
They're the winners.
they're winners. Everybody that comes and plays in this game are winners, as far as I'm concerned. And the East comes back into the field. And if they don't score, we're going to have a second overtime, perhaps. But I see, guess who?
The big guy.
The big guy, number 33, the deep back, as Posse waits to snap from center. We're going to have a late flag, as I believe we're going to have delay a game, maybe? No, I believe the coaches for the East are on the field and they're trying to tell them, get off. And here's the call from Brandon Fuentes.
Red had used a timeout on their last play. There's no delay of game. On time down.
Okay, it was an untimeout. And thus we're going to have Posse hands the ball, and he takes it on the keeper. He goes around, gets a huge hit, and he gets stopped short of the end zone. Like that. Thomas, we're going to have overtime number 2 coming up. Oh my goodness, as this is a game that had a little bit of everything, and the East did definitely, answer the West score, but now the West will have possession on the next play, perhaps. As there, you take a live look from our
Red has the option on the second overtime. They have option to go on defense.
And we're going to have our second overtime, according to referee Brandon Fuentes, and he's telling the coaches, we're going to have second overtime, and we're going to see who comes on, perhaps maybe for the first possession of the second overtime. Overtime 2 here. It's just pretty much a game that you thought it would be over, but it's still here, Thomas. Our friends at OC16 are just talking things over, and I know they're saying, are we going to be live yet? I think they're live, but unfortunately, because this game is still going on, we are still going to be here. And until we have a winner, we're still going to keep it here, basically. The West comes out onto the field. We have Duke Ho'ohuli leading his team off. We have 4 wide receivers. We have Sam, the lone setback. Ho'ohuli waits to snap from center. And the ball is caught by number 59 once again. That is Bula White. Bula White gets dropped for a loss of about 4 or 5 on that play. Making the stop for the East is number 25. That is Zion Ayu making the stop, as Ho'ohuli tries to get it out there to Bula White, but unfortunately he just dragged down for the huge loss of 5 on that play. Second and 5th and goal from the 15-yard line. Again, Ho'ohuli in the shotgun. He waits to snap from center. East is showing blitz as they're coming over. And unfortunately, Sam couldn't maintain possession as the ball falls incomplete. And that will bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 15, Thomas. As we go back, Ho'ohuli tries to get out there. Sam is wide open, but unfortunately, he couldn't bring it in, and thus creating the incomplete, thus bringing up 3rd down, 3rd and 15. And we'll see what we can do here, as I believe we're just gonna, we're gonna have, this is 2 down territory, as West wants to get onto the board because we will not have a field goal, at least so far in this game. Ho'ohuli back to pass, he looks. Tries to find an open man, has an open man, and he's in the end zone, and it is a touchdown. Oh my goodness, it's number 14 for Prince Solomon, the 5'6", 125-pound slapback from the Pro City Outlaws, gets it in there, and like that, the West takes a 26-20 lead. Wow, as we just basically, we thought that Ho'ohuli didn't have anybody open, but lo and behold, they found an open Solomon in the end zone. And like that, Thomas, touchdown. and thus the West now has a 26-20 lead as they're going to try the two-point conversion once again. Again, Ho'ohuli in the shotgun. He goes back to pass. He looks. He tries to find an open man. How's it? He takes it, and he's in the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, but guess what? There's another flag on the field.
Holding, number 45, blue, 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
And like I was saying, just when you thought that the penalties would be none, they have one right there that will set back the West 10 yards. And they will try the conversion yet once again. We are streaming live on Facebook here on our Aloha Stadium Stars page, and we want to bring you the best action. For those that are interested in the DVDs, we have the DVDs for this game courtesy of a Stadium Stars production. If you want to purchase this game, you can contact Aloha Stadium for more information, and you can purchase the DVD of this game, which will be available at the Aloha Stadium. Call them for more information. Ho'ohuli pitches it off to Mokiao Atimalala. Mokiao Atimalala gets it outside, gets to the 10, the 5. He dives in, and let's see. They're going to say good. And like that, the two-point conversion from Mokiao Atimalala is good, Thomas. And like that, the score is now 28-20. He's showing why he's just as good as his brother, and he gets it into the end zone. And like that, two-point conversion, and the West All-Stars are now up 28-20. Oh my goodness, it's like, you know, this is what we can do. Let's see what the East can do in return.
Yep.
And here we go once again as there's a late flag on the 14-yard line. Perhaps maybe we have unsportsmanlike. Let's see what the referee's call is. All right, as they were saying, the initial call is an unsportsmanlike conduct, as I think the referees heard something from the East coaches coming onto the field, and thus where they were starting at the 10-yard line, it's now at the 25-yard line. First and goal, ball at the 25-yard line. As the referee says, let's play. Posse remains the quarterback as he waits a snap from center. Takes off with the ball, gets to the 20, the 15, and gets brought down at the 13-yard line. Gain of 12 for Posse on that play. Making the stop for the West is number 47, that is Earl Lopez. Lopes making the stop. Posse has an open hole, gets in there, and just exploits that West defense, and thus getting the 12 yards. It's now second and goal. Ball at the 13-yard line. Posse with an empty backfield. Takes off with the ball once again. Gets to the 10, the 5, and he's brought down at the 5-yard line. And oh my goodness, as we take a look here once again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. As Posse takes it around, quarterback draw, gets around, breaks some tackles, and gets up to, they're saying that the 7-yard line. Third and go, Thomas. They're at the 7-yard line. 7 yards, 2 plays. If they don't get in the first play, look for them to go in and fourth down, as it's a do or die situation for the East All-Stars. It's pretty much an exciting game, basically. Posse again in the shotgun. Waits the snap. Gets over. Gets in. Tries to get a huge push. And I think, oh, he dropped the ball. And they're going to say, I don't see any signal yet.
The ball was down at the 1-yard line. Ball is down at the 1-yard line before progress has been stopped.
At the 1-yard line. And the ball did come out, but they're going to, the referee say he was down. As we check it out here once again. Like I was saying, 3 straight plays, Posse's taking off with the ball. And Posse gets him over there, and he gets short of the end zone. But they're going to say East maintains possession. It'll be 4th and goal. Ball at the Manapua line. Well, maybe with Spam Musubi. You know, let's see what they can do here. As 4th and goal. Ball at the Spam Musubi line. Posse again in the shotgun. Goes behind his receivers, but they're going to blow another flag. No, they're going to say timeout on the
Timeout.
West as they want to talk
Blue.
things over.
Their final timeout.
But
the
just a
overtime.
matter of time, though, I think, before we see Posse or Vyumi perhaps getting into the end zone. Any thoughts? Vyumi maybe? Posse?
Wyoming.
Vyumi once again.
Yep.
Uh-huh. I mean, if you have a guy that size, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
But the combination of both Posse and Vyumi has just been terrific, basically, you know. And basically, you know, we are just waiting for the game to end. As I'm just looking at the sidelines, we have the Northern Cal All-Stars as well as the America Samoa All-Star high schoolers. They're waiting to take the field, as they are the primetime game, or the first of 2 primetime games here at Hawaiian Teleferico and Fui'aloha Stadium. And they're just patiently waiting for this game to end. They really don't want a 3rd overtime, but basically the East All-Stars are going to try to get to the end zone. The referees are telling the coaches to get off to the field because the East coaches are still on the field, but we have a touchdown. Posse takes it into the end zone, and that will be a touchdown for the East All-Stars. The score is now 28-26 for the West All-Stars, barring the conversion. Posse takes the handoff, not the talent, he just runs with it. You know, 4 straight plays, he's been into the end zone. And Thomas, like that, the score is now within 2. And Posse will remain the quarterback as they're going to try the 2-point conversion. They're in the I formation. And he gets brought down short of the end zone, and game is over. The West All-Stars are going to be victorious in this game, 28-26. Oh my goodness, as Posse literally got stopped short of that end zone, and thus the end of the game with the West All-Stars coming out 28-26, and that will conclude the 8th grade game All-Star between the East and West Hawaii All-Stars. And the West All-Stars will play Northern Cal here at Loa Stadium at the 2 o'clock game on Saturday. And that should do it, everybody, for the Stadium Stars production. I'm Robert Rabideau, Thomas Quill, my color person, my photo director, Thomas Data Jr. And we'll be back for 3rd quarter action, not our 3rd game of our quadruple doubleheader, as we will have the Northern California All-Stars and the America Samoa All-Star high schoolers here at Loa Stadium. Mahalo to our Jumbotron crew. This is what it's all about, folks, here at Loa Stadium. We'll be back for our 3rd game of our quadruple header, everybody. Aloha, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Put in a lot of work